Hello and welcome to the Bears Huddle podcast with me, your host, Owen James, the channel that will give you your UK take on all things Chicago Bears. Guys, we're going to talk a little bit of Rome Odunze, Caleb Williams. We're going to talk the wide receiver room. We're going to talk how I think, as this season is currently progressing, our wide receiver room is going to be very different by the time we come out of the bye. Yes, we've obviously beat the Dallas Cowboys, and look, no one is getting carried away by the fact we beat the Cowboys. Yes, the Cowboys are poor. Yes, Fluce's defense stinks to high heaven, but you know what? There was still progress there. There was still signs of progress there, as head coach Ben Johnson spelled out. I think obviously very encouraging signs from Caleb. His timing is coming a lot better. He's sinking in a lot better with the offense. His long ball is a lot more accurate. He is playing an awful lot better. And he's showing the guys, the haters out there that still want Bajan in, God knows why, over Caleb, that this is not the answer, that Caleb is the answer and that Caleb is the truth, and he will be a top NFL quarterback if he continues with the same progression and the progression rate. Now, look, one player who is really helping Caleb in terms of that progress is Rome Odunze. Rome Odunze, who was drafted obviously in the first round at 9th pick, along with Caleb Williams. Now, Antoine Randall at the start of the year said that, in his opinion, Rome Odunze was the best wide receiver in that draft, a draft that contained Marvin Harrison Jr. and, of course, Malik Neighbors of the New York Giants. Now, look, I think, Antoine Randall is going to say that. Of course he's going to say that, because he's going to back his own guy. That's the way it would be. He'd say the same about Amon-Ra St. Brown if he was still at Detroit. But, look, at the end of the day, Rome Odunze is very quickly showing that he is the best route runner in the Bears organization at this moment in time, and I think the superior wide receiver to even DJ Moore at this present moment in time. And I think if he continues with his progression rate, his talent increase, and the way he's playing currently, he will definitely be wide receiver one and show that he is a lot better player, a lot better wide receiver with a lot more potential to go even further than even the very, very good DJ Moore. And I'm not slagging DJ off, I'm just saying that he's perhaps not in that same level as Rome Odunze has the ability to get to. Rome has had a pretty amazing start to the season. Obviously, he got the opening touchdown on Sunday, a fantastic longer pass by Caleb Williams to Rome, and obviously Rome cruised into the end zone. Rome obviously has scored touchdowns in all the games so far and has been absolutely superb in what he's done. And I've got to say, I've been so impressed with the way he is around, the way he is playing, the way he is currently applying himself, the talent that he is currently showing. Rome is a very good receiver. Like I said, he's a very talented receiver, and his numbers certainly say that is the case. His current stat, his last game that he played obviously was against the Dallas Cowboys in that 31-14 victory. He averaged 20.7 yards per reception, which is absolutely fantastic. 62 yards, 3 receptions, and got his 1 touchdown. He's overall season stats in terms of the way he's played regular season: 16 receptions, 227 yards, 4 TDs, averaging 14.2 yards per game. So, the stats are there. The stats are clearly showing that Rome is moving in the right direction, that he is looking a top player. And like I said, the link that he is developing with Caleb is becoming almost telepathic at times. It is becoming exceptionally good at this point in time, and he's certainly impressed. If you go back to his game against Minnesota, he started slowly, obviously 6 receptions off 9 targets for 37 yards, 6.2 average, 1 TD. He then obviously blew up in the Detroit game, 11 targets, 7 receptions, 128 yards, averaging 18.3 yards per catch, 2 TDs with a long of 37. He certainly obviously has shown his skill and his talent, and the understanding between the two of them is certainly growing. It is getting better and better. And if you look at top teams throughout the years, you've always had a QB wide receiver kind of duo that have linked exceptionally well. Even to some degree, those teams that haven't gone on to even had Super Bowl winning success, the Bengals, for instance, the Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase link up is absolutely superb. At one point, you're obviously going back across time, Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana. I'm not, for a moment saying that Caleb and Rome will get to Jerry Rice or Joe Montana or Aitken and Aikman, and Aikman levels and Michael Irvin levels. I'm not saying that for a minute, but what I'm saying is, this top understanding between the two of them is developing exceptionally well, and the stats on the books show how good these two are currently doing in terms of that link up. And look, people can talk all they want and talk down the Bears, and they can talk down Caleb, and they can talk down Rome, but things are starting to turn around. There is progress there, and yes, it's all about sustainability now. We've got to see that progress sustain into next week against the Vegas Raiders. We need to see Caleb play to the same level, develop the same way, keep that pocket, have the confidence to stay in the pocket, have the confidence to throw those deep balls, that he clearly has developed over more time working with Ben Johnson. And like I said to you, I really do believe that Rome Odunze will go on to be wide receiver 1 by the time we come out of the bye. He is already becoming, I think, that, he's getting more targets, he's getting more receptions. He's obviously scored more touchdowns. He's played very well. And, you can even see to some degree Luther Burden and the role he plays, getting better there as well. So, I think you can even see Luther Burden coming out to being wide receiver 2 as we progress through this season. Obviously, he caught that fantastic over 60-yard flea flicker from Caleb, which that throw, guys, go back, all those haters, watch that throw. Flat-footed, absolutely pinged it. I even had a Buccaneers fan say to me this morning, that was awesome. That was awesome, dude. That was awesome. So, guys, look, Rome Odunze, this guy is moving in the right direction. Go back across the videos on this channel. I even said that Rome would have a breakout year this year. This was Rome's year to go off, and we're getting ourselves proved right that Rome is the man. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments about Rome Odunze, and obviously as well the development that Caleb Williams has shown over recent weeks. He is getting better. Keep the faith. He is the guy. He will move us forward. No Agent baddies. Don't want to hear from you. Your boy's not becoming QB1. He's a QB2. He'll stay as a QB2. Guys, thanks for watching. As always, guys, please, if you enjoyed the content, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bear down.